If you think AI is smart, you are wrong. It's actually just a very high speed guesser that is prone to making huge mistakes. Most people get hallucinations because they ask for an answer without asking for the logic. Today I'm showing you the secret to flipping that switch. Move from generic guesses to 100% verifiable reasoning. Welcome to Key, your home for turning AI into a reliable engine for your life. In our first video, we mastered the 3-layer formula to control what the AI says. Today we're going to learn how it thinks. By the end of this guide, you will know the 4-layer prompt formula, how to use reasoning scaffolds to stop hallucinations, and a specific structure that gets you 3 times more accurate citations. The show your work analogy. Remember when you were in school and your math teacher would get annoyed if you just wrote down 56 as the answer? They weren't being mean, they wanted to see your work because showing the steps reveals reasoning and reduces careless errors. AI works exactly the same way. When you ask an AI for a direct answer, it's basically taking a blind leap, but when you prompt it to show its work, you are forcing it to simulate a logical path. In the world of prompt engineering, we call this chain of thought prompting. It turns AI from a word generator into a logic processor that tries to be right. Why AI guesses and how to stop it. AI models are trained on massive amounts of text that already includes reasoning steps. If you don't explicitly tell the AI to use those steps, it might skip them to give you a fast, zero-shot answer. Here is a staggering stat. Research shows that simply asking AI to use chain of thought can improve its accuracy on math and logic problems from a measly 30% to over 80%. The 4-layer prompt formula. In our onboarding guide, we use the 3-layer formula: task, context, and constraints. To teach AI how to reason, we are adding a 4th ingredient: process. The process layer is where you tell the model how to think. It might be as simple as saying think step by step, or as complex as use a decision tree to evaluate 3 options. When you add this layer, you move from just asking for a project proposal to asking the AI to first outline the marketing channels, explain why they fit the demographic, and then write the proposal based on that outline. You are guiding the internal logic before the final word is ever written. The magic words: think step by step. If you only take one thing away from this video, let it be this: always add the phrase think step by step to your complex prompts. This is the simplest reasoning scaffold. Imagine you're calculating a complex SaaS subscription cost with various discounts. A direct prompt might get the math wrong, but if you say calculate the costs, think step by step, the AI will list the best price, apply the first discount, calculate the second year adjustment, and then give you the total. Because it explicitly shows the calculation, you can see if it performed the right operation. It's a cue that tells the model to slow down and follow a sequence. If this logic first approach is already making you rethink your prompts, hit that subscribe button. We're building an entire curriculum here to move you from a beginner to a true prompt engineer. Reasoning scaffolds beyond steps. Step by step is just the beginning. Depending on your goal, you can use different scaffolds to shape the AI's logic. If you're making a tough choice, use bullet reasoning. List the pros and cons before giving a recommendation. If you're doing strategic work, ask for a tree-style reasoning. Draw a decision tree in Markdown to evaluate the 3 options. You can even use explain then answer, which is great for disputed topics. Tell the AI first explain the reasoning, then give the final conclusion. These scaffolds act as a factory floor for your text rough shaping, the logic before the final polish. Stopping hallucinations with structure. The main takeaway for your workflow is this: structured process plus content structure equals 3 times more accurate citations. When you force the AI to reason through its sources before answering, it's much less likely to hallucinate fake facts. By using a process layer that says first identify every claim that needs a citation, you are creating an audit trail. You can even add a constraint that says if a fact is not mentioned in the provided text, say not mentioned. This closed world prompting combined with chain of thought ensures AI stays exactly where you tell it to. I've put together a reasoning scaffold cheat sheet that lists all of these patterns from decision trees to if-then logic. Click the link in the description to join our mailing list and I'll send you it for free. Avoiding logic pitfalls. Chain of thought is powerful, but it's not perfect. There are 3 big pitfalls you need to avoid. First is token overflow. Long reasoning steps can exceed the model's context window, causing it to cut off mid-sentence. Keep reasoning concise by asking for brief steps. Second is hallucinated steps. Sometimes the model invents a logical step that isn't actually needed. To fix this, tell AI to only include steps that are necessary. Finally, avoid over-specifying. Adding too many constraints at once can confuse the model's logic. Start simple, add 1 layer at a time, and iterate relentlessly. The Logic Processor Project. To bake these skills in, let's build a troubleshooting guide engine. Imagine a user can't log into your platform. Instead of just asking the AI to write a guide, we're going to use the 4-layer formula. Task: write a troubleshooting guide. Context: a user is locked out. Constraints: under 200 words, numbered steps. Process: first outline the possible root cause in bullet form. By forcing the AI to list the causes before the steps, the final guide will be significantly more comprehensive and logical. Try this right now in your LLM and see the difference in quality. So in closing, the main takeaway is simple. Schema-like reasoning structures equal 3 times more AI accuracy. Moving from a what mindset to a how mindset is what separates casual users from a prompt engineer. Don't just ask for an answer, ask for the work. Join our mailing list below to grab your reasoning cheat sheet and start building your own AI engine. If you found this lesson useful, you're ready for the next steps. Few shot prompting, where we teach the AI by showing it examples. I'll see you in the next video.